seat you by the fire. Listen, listen. There's something I must confide. I know I said that it'd be fine. I know I made it look like it'd be alright, but I think I learned my lesson, and I'm not gonna let you out of my sight. You can call me killer, 'cause I'll bring you to the light, and it might taste bitter when you're answering to God. You can call me killer as you look into my eyes. Nothing but a sinner. You won't get away this time. You won't get away this time. You won't get away this time. You won't get away.
What's up, everybody? It's Coach Santos and Coach Blake. How are you? How are you doing tonight, Coach? All right. I got a few other friends that are going to join the chat tonight, Coach Blake. We may even see MC Sky tonight. He did not do good in the tournament. All right, you ready, Coach B? Blake. All right, let's go, man. Majestic Chess time. All right. I also want you to know, Coach, that I have the mother is open, ready to rock and roll. Okay. I got you on, dude. Let's go. In 3, 2, 1. And here we go. People in the stream, I just want to make sure you guys can hear the music coming tonight. Okay. Okay, besides the Streamlabs, skinny. All right. I think that should be good. All right. Let's rock and roll, man. We rocking. You got your marshmallows. Cool. Everybody's got their stream snacks tonight. Oops. I'm sorry. I want to make sure that I can see the chat tonight. The cat was hiding. Coach Blake.
It was.
Alright. I think so. Now when I do this, yes, it works. Sweet deal. Alright, I don't think you guys can see much of anything. We're just trying to work things. Chess Shadow King, how are you doing tonight? Did you have your tacos? I had my tacos. It was Taco Tuesday. Coach Blake. Let's see here. How can they chat? They can chat in the room. Let's see here. Click on the screen and you should see a menu for that. Okay. All right, Coach. Let's take a look at what we got tonight. All right, let's go. 5 loyal viewers. I hope there's more. Let's do something with our adventure. Here we go. Yes. I got my coffee. I am awake. I'm ready to roll. All right. Chess Shadow King, what kind of snacks do you have tonight? What did you bring? Alright, click to open. Let's go, Coach. And we're going to go to load for the streaming series. Alright, we got to take a look around, see what's going on. We got more viewers tonight. Thank you guys for joining us, and let me know what's up. Where are you guys at tonight? Has MC Sky shown up yet? Did you find the chat button? Alright, let's take a look around. What did we do last time, Coach? We talked about forts, pins, and skewers, the 3 basic tactics in chess. Alright, we look around there, we get something over here. Did we poke any icy pet? I feel like we did. Okay, we covered all that stuff. Alright, there's where we gotta go. So let's take a look. Oh, we said that we were gonna beat the boss, right, Coach? In the pit down here. Okay, here we go. Let's go to the pit. Alright. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay. I mean, no big deal. Let's take a look at what's going on here. Remember, you guys that are in the chat, you guys get to control what's going on in the adventure tonight too. So you guys tell us exactly what you guys want us to do when we're playing here. Alright, Coach, so it looks like we're missing a queen, and it looks like we're missing a rook. And this guy has some kind of a bad day. He's lost a lot of his chess pieces. So, Coach, we've been talking to viewers and letting them know that when you have a situation like this, where you have more pieces than the other guy, about that chess rule. Do you remember that chess rule we talked about? Okay. Yep. On your head, trade down. Okay, so we're not afraid to lose a rook. We're not afraid to lose a bishop. And we can maybe use one of our other ones as well. I've also talked to my students this week a little bit about what should be our overall plan here too. We're trying to checkmate the king, and we can checkmate him with the pieces that we have here on the board. But what is most noticeable to me right now is that there are no pawns in the way if I start pushing a pawn down the board like this. Okay? If I push him down the board, nobody's going to stop him. If I push this pawn down the board, then a pawn could stop him, or a bishop could stop him. And maybe if that bishop got out of the way, then the rook could stop that pawn. Well, those are, especially this pawn right here, is considered to me a passed pawn. These other pawns could also come down the board too, so we're going to protect those guys as we start climbing down. Alright? Hey, Chess Shadow King. So let's again, as we're playing, check out the moves here, suggest some things to me, and we'll get a chance to play your moves too. Okay, let's move. Let's start, Coach Blake. I might start off with, just a pawn push, okay? Now when we push the pawn, that rook came over to a highway, and as I talk to students about this too, the highway is so that the rook is able to come out and attack our pawns, but I'm not worried about that pawn because I got a backup buddy here, like that. Alright, so what should be our next step, Coach? Keep pushing that pawn down the board. Alright, as we stopped it. Okay, the volume is low. Thank you guys for letting me know about that. So let's turn it up a little bit. Is it on my microphone that it is low, or is it the gaming music? Alright, what is it? Okay. Alright, if you guys are again hearing some kind of problem, you guys just let me know. Alright. So, alright, Coach Blake, so we can't move that pawn anymore. That bishop is in the way, so if I can get that bishop out of the way, then I can continue to keep with my pawn push. So, let's move on with another idea here. Suggest something to me, Coach Blake. Suggest something to me. What would you do next here? Okay. If we do D3, what is that going to how is that going to help us in our game here? Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Sure. You can go ahead and play that move, that's fine. It's not a bad move at all. Alright, so this rook took the highway here, the B highway. And alright. Where are we going next, Coach? Okay. There's lots of options, Coach. We can actually move our pawn up, and we can feed and kettle the bishop. The bishop can be on the long diagonal. That would give us a lot of squares to attack. We can also move in our knight into the action to come help. And even this knight over here could be a good piece to move in. How do you want to do that? Okay, let's do the bishop on the long diagonal. Let's do that one. Alright. We move there. The rook is coming, but he's not bothering us at all either. So, one of the things that I'm trying to teach the students this week is that we need to develop and attack. Alright, Coach Blake, with that idea, what kind of developing move can we make that develops and attacks a piece? Okay, C4. That you got me thinking. That's a pawn though. That's a pawn though. But we want pieces to come fighting in the game. That's going to give us more room to attack. more squares to attack to. I can't play and promote this pawn with just pawns. I'm going to need pieces to come help me. Bishop to d2 is develops, but it's not attacking. It's getting a lot of squares. I like that one. Yeah, that's true. So let's go with a move like knight to c3 because it develops a new piece into the game and it also attacks. Hey, we got Cool Buddy that's joined us in for the evening. How's it going, guys? Let me know what you guys are up to. Alright, look at that rook. That rook is attacking the pawn that's over there, Coach Blake, on h2. Well, what do you do, Coach? Do you protect the pawn, or are we trying to do something different? What's that? Take the rook. That's right. Go for that free piece right there. He does have a backup, buddy. But remember, the knight is worth only 3 points and the rook is worth 5, so this is a good trade. Alright, after we have made that trade, Coach, what was again our plan? That we're trying to push that pawn. That's right. That's what you do when you have passed pawns. You push them like this. Alright? And he's got to stop that pawn. If he doesn't stop that pawn, we make the queen. Alright, he went ahead and he took our rook pawn on h2. But that doesn't bother me. What's the next idea, Coach? Push the pawn. Keep it coming. Okay. And as we pushed it, it looks like he's in desperation mode. He's gonna like find a square to jump out of the way for his king. Push again. Very good. Make that queen. Alright, now that we got the queen, Coach Blake, what should be your strategy now? Pins, skewers, and forks, double attacks. That's what I've been talking to my students about this week here. Let's centralize this queen, okay? Because when we bring the queen to the middle of the board, we'll have lots of things to attack. We can attack the bishop, we can attack the pawn, and we are all over on this board here. Alright? Okay, so king moves up. Alright, Coach Blake, do we go for the bishop? Do we go for the pawn? I'm not noticing something interesting too. If you see something, guys, in the chat, you let me know. What would you do? Right. A nice double attack. This puts the king in danger. And I also want you to notice that his pieces, like I said, this rook went pawn grabbing. It would have been better if that rook was to somehow give protection to that king. Okay, so but yes, I'm going with this one right here. The king moves over. Alright. And again, another puzzle for my young students that are watching the stream tonight. Chess Shadow King. Do we go for the bishop or do we go for something else? Let's give a moment, Coach Blake, for the people in the chat to shout at us. Tell us what would you guys do in a situation like this. Who is black? Oh, black is our challenger here. Okay. Good job, Coach Blake.
One of the big things that I've been doing in practice for that is that I think there's a lot of combinations, and a lot of them have been sacrificing taking the defender
Mm-hmm.
fun fact. This, we can take bishop movement and then but there is something that has to be and anyone that's so we can use the bishop to threaten the king, but
Yeah. Coach Blake, one of the things that we've been talking also about in the camp is check will lead to checkmate. So look at all possible checks first. Alright? Because we got more material and we have this rook we can use, we have this queen that we can use for checks here. If I see a check here, that's bad, the rook can take it. If I go check here, the king can take it. If I got a rook over here, that's a check, or is that a checkmate, Coach Blake? Mommy Bear says checkmate. Okay. All right, good music tonight. Hey everybody, I'm glad you guys joined us tonight. Thank you guys for jumping in. It's nice to have you guys all here. Holler at me in the chat. All you gotta do is you should tap your screen and or look to the side of your screen for a little arrow. That should pull up your little keyboard so you can talk and text into the chat. You can also use some pretty cool emotes. Thank you, Babam. Thank you. Let's do the checkmate. There you go. All right, we got the victory. Thank you very much. All right, easy, easy, easy. There you go. You gotta play monster chess, man. You gotta go after him. All right, Coach Blake, we got it. Do we have enough? I think we beat up just about everybody. Let's check the tower. Nobody's in the tower. We beat them up. Okay. Let's go over here. What do we got? Sure. Oh, we beat everybody there. Okay. Oh, new location. Let's go here, and then we'll go there. Let's take a look. What's going on? Okay, play a game, another game of chess. Are you ready, Coach Blake? All right. Okay. Sure deal. Let's do it. Oh, mercy. What's going on here? What do we got? Okay, so this guy also has, he's missing 2 pawns, he's missing some pieces, no problemo. For all my chess coaches out there, this is a really good chess exercise, I think, for students to practice and play here. Playing without your queen, it definitely makes you a stronger chess player, Coach Blake. And what you're trying to do again is to remember the all-knowing moves here and try to go through that plan. Coach Blake, tell me what your plan is going to be. Yeah. Okay, so a pawn can be pushed, but we might get some resistance here, and the ace pawn also might get some resistance. So I actually kind of want to turn those into highways for the rooks at some point as well. Another idea that I would like to do, Coach Blake, is to activate my bishops and get my pieces out there. I've got to remember to get those pieces moving. Okay, let's control the center. Do we do D pawn or E pawn? D pawn. Okay. D pawn gets moved. Knight out there. He's attacking our pawn. Alright, before we continue on, we got to make sure that we have backup buddies on our pawns and our pieces, because we need those pawns to become baby queens. Okay, knight to f3. It sounds like it's a really good move to make. Alright. And it looks like he's playing a normal looking game. Trying to get his pieces developed too, but he can't afford to trade. But that should be our game here. Trying to trade our pieces and get our bishops and knights out there to fight. Knight to f3. Give me another move, guys. Give me some more moves.
Oh, but yeah, I know. A delay.
Alright, let's give some people some chances here. Let's put it in there. Knight c3 would be a good one, too. Alright. Thank you, Chess Shadow King. Who else, man? Who else? Hey, my chess friends, thank you for jumping in tonight. If you got some moves to suggest to us, tell us what we would play in a position like this. Alright, let's do knight c3, just to develop and develop and develop and keep it going in the center here. Alright, so this chess player is doing the same thing and getting his pieces out there, Coach Blake. Now what are we going to do here? More developing. Bishop to f4. Okay. What else can you do? Give me another suggestion. Okay. Okay. Coach Blake, when somebody is developing their pieces in the beginning of the game, we got to take this opening phase a little slow, because we don't want to get ourselves into an early bad position here. I've always seen is that when I see pieces get developed here, what are they trying to do with that developing move? He looks like he's trying to attack that c2 pawn, right, Coach? Yep. Take him for a spin. So before I develop and copy him with bishop to f4, what I want to do is I want to check my bases. I want to check to make sure that we are covered. Okay? The fire's here. Hey, how's it going, man? Thank you, Emblem. Alright. We like that bishop f4 move. I'm also saying, do we need to care about that c2 pawn, Coach Blake? Okay. Well, do we move the king over, save a pawn, or we just develop and have a better advantage here because we have more pieces developed too? Hey, how's it going, Broderick? He's got 65555. 655. I'm glad you guys made it tonight. Woo! We got a big crowd tonight, Coach Blake. Let's get some more guys in here. I gotta write your names down. Hold on one second. Who's jumping in the chat tonight? Coach Blake, I said if people are jumping in, then we are going to be giving out some prizes tomorrow in chess camp. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, let me see. Yellow. Okay. All right, let's see here. All right, Coach, what are we gonna do? Save the pawn or develop? Woo! We got a new follower. Yeah. Thanks, 655. 555. Okay, Check Shadow King says E4. Let's see here. If we do E4, then the pawn, black's pawn, could take us. He's got one attacker there and two attackers there. So if we do E4, we only have one backup buddy. Okay? Emblem says king into D1. Forget about castling. It's not traditional. You know what? We should be good with our development. Wow. Anybody else? King D1. Okay. Not castling could lead us to some trouble. But, you know what? It's just a game. And we should be okay, Coach Blake, as long as we're continuing with our development. And we're getting our pieces out there so that we can push those pawns down the board. And we should be able to make a queen pretty fast. Alright, so let's keep going. 12 viewers tonight, Coach Blake. Hey, everybody. Thank you guys for jumping in tonight to the stream. We are playing Majestic Chess tonight, and we're trying to win. We're using our strategies. When you're winning, trade your pieces. Yeah, I'm still streaming. What's up? Okay. Weird things are happening on your screen. Okay. All right, Coach. So that's what we got, and that's our plan tonight, and what we're doing. We're going to try to promote one of those pawns since we're winning and trade our pieces. Are you ready? So let's see here. So pawn to E3 should go next. That's an interesting idea. But before I do pawn to E3, you see what happens here with pawn to E3 is that my dark square bishop becomes bad. He can't get out of the pawn chain when I do this. I want to get him outside that pawn chain. Coach Blake, what was that? Okay, if we can get the bishop out, that'd be good. So which bishop do you want to do? Okay, bishop F4. That's a good square because now we're controlling this diagonal, and we have enough backup buddies for his any of his plans that he has. So knight moves to the center like this. I don't know why you would do that. You gotta keep your pieces into the fight. Alright, Coach Blake. Are you feeling stuck? Or do you kind of have an idea on what you're doing? Okay. Right. Now, I guess he's trying to give a backup buddy for his bishop here. He could also be trying to go here to G6 to attack our bishop. But we can just drop back, right? To G3. Mm-hmm. Okay. Emblem says do pawn to E3 now. What do you like about that move, Coach Blake? Yeah, that's the thing. If I free up this bishop right now in my next move with E3, then the bishop could be trying to trade for me. We can't get our bishop over here. Pawn would take it. If we come over here, that pawn could also go to C6, stop our bishop check. We're not going to go there. So, Coach Blake, let's see here. Let's get another move besides E3. Oh, I heard, let's see in the chat here, 655 says, let's get that bishop right there to pin knight. If we do that, the pawn is going to go forward to F6, and then our bishop will have to move again. And I'm wasting too many moves then with the bishop, going back and forth. So let's see here, Coach Blake, let's go for another plan here. Centralizing the knight would be a good move. I like that one. He's a very powerful knight, but again, he's got a kicker. He's got pawn to F6, and then we get kicked. So let's... Okay, let's go with... Yeah, I like that plan too. H3. Alright, and then we can go G4. Okay, now look at this. This pawn has come to C6, and when pawn comes to C6, I can't get my knight here for anything. So my plans have kind of stopped here, of going here, but what I could do with this knight is I could go here, for example, and then back here. But I'm trying to figure out where is it going to be in the future after that. It looks like that B pawn could come down one to attack my knight on B6. So there's no need to move the knight around anymore. Coach Blake, what are we going to get here next? Emblem, let's see here. Emblem says E3 just to reinforce D4. Okay. And then we can keep the bishop on F1. That looks good. Keep the pawns rolling. I want to keep the pawns rolling. I'm kind of a pawn pusher here. But if I'm going to push those pawns, I definitely want to be making sure I'm gaining space on my board for my pieces. Knight to E5 looks strong too at the time. But again, we talked about having a knight in the center is a really good idea. It gets us here, but those aren't good squares. Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna go, Coach Blake, with E3. Okay. We got a, we're protecting the bishop and we're protecting the pawn, and it allows our bishop to be able to do some stuff as well too, and I could trade Black's bishop that's sitting there on F5. If he's sitting there on F5, I could possibly force a trade of bishops. Okay? Alright, wow. Look what's going on here. His bishop is in the center, a nice looking one, but he's attacking here and he's attacking here. I got backup buddies on anybody that he wants to take, but I could also take his bishop here. Okay? Let's see. Emblem had a good idea of playing G4, but if I were to play G4 here earlier, Then his bishop could also come to, e4, and then the knight would not be protected with the backup buddy. So let's see here. Coach Blake, do you remember the rule? When you're winning. No, Coach Blake. Trade when you're winning. Okay, so I have no problemo of trading my knight for this bishop. 3 points for 3 points. I also want to point out that this knight was kind of bad anyways. And this bishop was his only good fighting piece. So the word trade. Very fast. Okay. Now, the threat in this position is that the knight is under attack. We need a good home for this knight. Let's find a good place, everybody. Let's give you guys some time here to suggest some moves. What would you do? Yeah. There's no checks in the position here. Captures that we have no good captures right now. Can we threaten anything? Can't threaten anything right now because our knight is the one that's being threatened. So we gotta move this dude. Let's see here. Safe squares. We have, this is a safe square. That's a safe square. This is a safe square. That's a safe square. So anywhere really is a safe square for the knight to go to. But there's going to be one good one. Chess Shadow King is telling me knight to d2 looks like a good one. I'm going to agree with knight to d2, Coach Blake. Right. Okay. So look, knight is jumping to f5. If knight jumps to f5 here, what are we going to go next with? Alright, we have some moves. We could take here on e4. We could go with, I don't know. We could go on with the cool plan of g4. Looks interesting to me. I want to look at that a little bit more. But a pawn's a pawn. A pawn's a pawn. We should just go and win that pawn. Okay. It's a no-brainer on some of these moves here. Okay, you take. Alright, Coach Blake. Centralizing the queen is a nice idea. What do you want to do to him, Coach Blake? Okay. You want, I think you want to put the knight here, don't you? Okay, well, there's a pawn there, so we can't do that idea. Cool. We got to continue to keep on working our force, okay? Yes. The threat is the queen is attacking our knight. I know we have to move our knight around a lot here, but it's a closed position, Coach Blake. So our knights are going to be stronger. Okay? Bishop to d3, I like that idea. That gets a backup buddy on the knight. I don't think the queen would definitely take us, but we have that move. I think that's a good move. And Coach Blake, give me another move you would try. Would you try something different, Coach Blake, or would you do that? Yeah, I'm glad you're looking at the check here. It's just not going to work. He's got the queen, and black has his knight to attack it. So there's two attackers, and you only have one backup, buddy. So that's out of the question. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe knight to c5. Knight c5 is an idea that works because we're also attacking the pawn as well. Alright. How about c3? If we do knight to c3, that would definitely attack his queen too, make him jump. Lots of good moves. Let's pick one now. 15, 16 viewers. Hey guys, this is the... We're glad that you guys jumped in for the evening. I'm excited that you guys made it tonight. In your chat, you guys let me know what's going on. How's it going tonight? We're trying to whoop up on this computer. Let's see here. Coach Blake. Give us your best one. Best move. I'm glad that we looked at some of these moves here because you gotta take it a little slow. Okay, knight to c3. Let's bring the knight back to a really good location. Attack the queen. And oops. Somebody blundered. Okay. Oh man. Alright. I am not going to take this pawn right here. He can have the bishop. We take the queen. He takes our bishop. And we win. We're winning. That was easy. Alright. Coach Blake. Question. Should you go for the check? Or should you go for the pawn instead? Take the pawn. There we go. And he's still after our knight here. Yes, we got this in the bag, man. We just got to play it calm, play it cool, no stalemates. We have a lot of material on the board, so it should be a pretty easy win. Now, let's keep it going here. Hi, cool buddy. I'm glad you made it tonight here. Okay, let's think of another knight move besides knight to h5, knight to h5, because Coach Blake, you want to look for another good home. So either knight to e2 or knight to d3 look like good squares too. Oh, I see somebody in a cool buddy is suggesting let's do a counter. You take me, I take you. A Mexican standoff. Huh? Yeah. That would be good. Well, his knight that's there then on f5 could take d4, cool buddy. And then our knight will have to move. We don't want to give him any gifts. Okay. Chess Shadow King is telling me in the chat, let's do knight to d3. Okay? And I want to run with knight to d3, Coach Blake, because he's got a future. He could go here. He could go here. He could go back here, too. Okay? Alright? Now that we did that one, king is coming into the game because it's an endgame and you need to be using your king into this. What's that? You want to poke him? Okay, Coach Blake likes to poke knight. Alright. Well, you poked him, he ran away. Now what's your idea, Coach Blake? I'll tell you what I want to do after you suggest something. Okay, find out where he's weak. Okay, we can go. We can open up the highway for the rook. True, true. We can go bishop here now. That looks pretty nice. We can go knight to c5 here. I like that idea. That would attack the pawn over here too. Cool buddy says knight c5. Okay. The thing is, if I go knight c5, he might go b6 and attack my knight, and then my knight has to move into another square again. Too many knight moves, though. Let's focus on getting our pieces out there, Coach Blake, so that we can attack them. Bishop g2, all of the pieces come to the party to attack, okay? So when we do that, that looks good. Let me see here. I got one attacker here. He's got one backup buddy. Do you take it, Coach Blake, or do you ignore it? Okay. Take all of his stuff. We're going to make him cry. Take takes. Yep, he's having a bad night. Alright, so take takes now. So, Cool Buddy says, get that knight to the center with knight to e5. He's a powerful looking knight. Outposted looking knight. Nobody's going to stop this knight. That's a nice move. Alright, so let's see here. Let's get some more people. You in the chat. Yeah, you. Tell me your answer. What would you do? Knight to c5. We don't want him to do this move here to poke our knight and kick our knight away if we go c5. Okay, bishop to e4 looks strong too. That would definitely make that knight move. Alright, let's go with it. Uh-oh. Well, he didn't like that very much, Coach Blake. Okie dokie. So he wants that bishop. What do we do? Okay. We can push the f pawn. We can keep our bishop on the board if we wanted to. But hey, you know what? Let's just make it easy, right? If he's going to take it, let him take it. We'll have center pawns here. This isn't going to be like rocket science. If he really wants to take it, he'll take it. Let's go with it. F3. He doesn't want to take it. We gift wrapped it for him, but he didn't want it. Alright, let's keep it rolling. Bishop g6, interesting idea. What do you want to do with bishop to g6? He wants to keep the bishop on the board?
I just can't let you go.
Well, you know what? We have an open highway, people. Our highway, our G highway looks great. A great looking move. Here we have knight to c5, check, double attack. Very good, Shadow King. We can do that one too. Thank you, Cool Buddy, for your move. Alright. What? Yeah, let's do the check. Alright, cause trouble. Alright, so king moves up, and then we're taking it. Wait, You can't take it right now, Coach Blake. Okay? Well, let's see. Why can't we take it? You know why? No. That knight's going to take us back here. We got to make sure we have backup buddies. But, yes, cool buddy. Everybody's streaming. Rook to G1. Let's do it. Rook to G1. Attack that little pawn right there. He needs a backup buddy. Ooh. I told you at some point he was going to do that B6 move. Alright? Our knight is under attack. Alright, Coach Blake. We need to definitely protect our pieces here. Okay? But it's our piece, man. We need our piece in this game. I don't want to just give up stuff. I gotta play strong. I gotta play classy. I gotta use all of my pieces when I'm playing chess. Knight to what? Back to D3. Is that the way? Okay, if we go here to D3, we have lots of squares for our knight. Keep him in the center. Keep him in the center here. Alright. Look at that knight. What's that knight trying to do, Coach? Huh? He's attacking E3. What else is he attacking? Okay. So this pawn is definitely weak. We don't want him to break in. We need to go to... Somebody tell me. Where are we going to go, Coach? Okay. Run away, far away. There's no way to defend it? I can disagree with that. There is a way to defend E3. We can do rook to E1, just test Shadow King, but then if I do rook to E1, I'm going to lose my snap, my pawn snap. Yeah, they don't want to babysit their own pawns. That's right, Coach Blake. Come on, somebody in the chat. Find me my move. I don't want to lose my precious little guy. I would like to do King D2, but I can't go. That's an eagle. Yeah. What did Cool Buddy say? There you go, Cool Buddy. Nice job. Let's protect it. Alright. Now that we protected it, he's pushing his pawn forward. Alright. Do we need to engage into battle here, Coach Blake? Do we need to take it? Wow, look at this. Yeah. How many attackers on this pawn right here on C5? Yep. We got 2 attackers here. Alright, B3. You want to poke it. We want to take the pawn. Interesting idea. Okay. Let's go with it. We got to get more pieces into this position, okay? We got to get them going. Let's remember that when we're playing chess, Coach Blake, we got to activate our pieces to get them into the fight. All right? We knew that he was going to take it, right? Let me see here. Ah, okay. Now we got... Coach Blake, we could take it back, right? We got to keep our pieces coming at him, all right? Got to get him. Rook to G7 does a nice check. Okay. Where are you going to go with that check? Cool, buddy. After that, I like your move. think I see Cool Buddy's idea. We can check him here. We could go here or here, and that might trap the king. Take the pawn. There's nothing wrong about taking the pawn. Let's just get him off the board here. Okay. King's coming down. Alright, he's got fewer pieces. We're getting closer and closer here. Alright, Coach Blake. We gotta put the pain on him. The pain. My students, you should be seeing a double attack. Yes, Emblem, thank you. Bishop to a d5. Wow, look at that move. Nice job. Double attack. Wait, he's got our rook. We can't let him take our rook, Coach Blake. We can push the h pawn or the f pawn, right? We could also, hey, this rook hasn't been doing anything. We can get here too. Do the rook? You like a rook, don't you? Stack them, get double trouble on this guy like this. Alright? I think that's the good idea here. You're bringing in more pieces into the fight. Alright? Alright, so we brought in the double trouble on this position, and he's got a, well, he's trying to get a backup buddy on the knight now, right? Okay, let's keep the attack coming. So I'm not even worried about, honestly, Coach Blake, about taking the knight. I mean, I could do it, but I need to be looking at checks here. Or I'm looking for checkmates when I have 4 pieces that could jump into this. Bring them out, and it's an easy checkmate. All right, 6-5-5. Let's continue to checkmate this king. Come on, guy. Let's see here. Rook to g6. That would be a cool move. Let me see here. Any more ideas? Alright, let's check that miserable king. Let's get him in there for a check. Okay, checked him. King moves back. We're getting closer. To e6, Coach Blake. Okay, that's an idea. Okay, rook to g8 is an idea. Okay, getting our rooks in there. We can get a ladder checkmate in here, I think, somewhere around town here. Rook to g5, says Cool Buddy, getting in another piece. Okay, get that rook to come back over here. Okay. I like the checks. I like moving the rook here to e6. That checks the king, and then he moves back, or moves to the side like this. Now that gives some room for this rook to do the ladder checkmate pattern here. We've been doing stuff like this at camp, Coach Blake, trying to get into a familiar position that we know how to do very easily. Okay, let's see here. After rook to e6, check. King has moved over. Okay, yes, they are. Rook to g7, check. There you go, man. All right, king moves up. We're getting closer to our checkmate, Coach Blake. We trapped the enemy king to that side, that edge of the board here, and we're getting close here. Rook to, he wants to do rook to h6, and then rook to h8. Do you see anything wrong with that, Coach Blake? Yeah, he might give us a little bit resistance here. He might have a better idea. He might have a better idea. Huh? Okay. let's take the knight first, and then we'll have more room for our rooks to go at him. Okay? Now I think that we should be able to do this very fast. Let's see here. If we go here, rook to h6, then his king can come over, and you could check us too, Coach Blake. Causing a little bit of resistance here, but let's just finish him off like this. Rook to h6, check. Okay, we got it, no big deal. We take it here, he moves over, and we got our ladder checkmate like this. Fantastic, we got it here. Hey, the fireman, thank you for dropping in for tonight. Come back and eat your tacos, okay? Awesome sauce, Coach Blake. Awesome sauce. Alright, Coach Blake, let's go to the bones real quick. We did the bones already. Okay, I think we're good. Let's go back to the village. We go back to the village, right? You want your monies? Okay. Well, we got some money here. More money. Let's check the chest store. I want the chest store. Okay. Okay, what haven't we got here? We got 8 pawns to fight with. We got all of our chess pieces. The chalice here, the knight chalice. We get to restore a captured piece. Oh, a captured knight. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's see here. We have extra time. We have a suggestion of a move. We have a potion. More pawns. Nah, we don't need any. I guess we don't need anything, Coach Blake. We're ready to go. Okay, let's go to the fortress. Let's beat the guy and finish this level once and for all. Alright, boss battle. Boss battle time. You guys made it tonight. Thank you for joining us. It is time for a boss battle. Alright, Coach Blake. As we are taking a look at this new game, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at some artifacts here. Which ones do we have to work with? Do we have any artifacts? Oh, the horn randomly repositions all of his pieces on the board. You want to do that? That would be weird. Do we want to play weird chess, or do we want to play a normal game? Yeah, because this is kind of one of the exercises that I've done with my students before too. We're playing like chess in 960, which is, you know, like Bobby Fischer chess. And it messes up students a little bit, but it teaches them more about tactics. You know what I'm saying? It's teaching them more about tactics. Alright, so we got more viewers jumping in for the night. Thank you guys for joining us. Let's take a look at what we got. Coach Blake, you know what we need to do? We got Cool Buddy says D4. Give me some more, guys. Yes, it is the horn of chess 960. Do you guys want to see a queen's pawn game, or do you guys want to see a king's pawn game? Coach Blake says H3. Go something weird. I'm actually kind of feeling in the mood for a gambit, Coach Blake. Let's do the Cicero opening. Okay. Ooh, who talked to you about the Cicero opening? The 655. Emblem says E4. Ooh. In a tournament, they are more likely to see something like E4. Try for an Italian, okay? Let's try E4. Let's see what he does. Ooh, I was not expecting this. He's got a C6 move here. This is, that's the problem. I'll try to go for an Italian. I'll try to go for a gambit, but what the guy is trying to do is trying to throw me off by playing either a Sicilian or a Carol-Con. This is what this is, Coach Blake. Do you know anything about the Carol-Con? Okay, let's go with controlling the center here, teaching our students the proper way to play. Okay, ooh, knight to A6. Have I seen this before? Yes, I have seen this before. It's weird. I've tried something like this too, where the knight comes here, Coach Blake, and then we play D5. That's a weird Carol-Con. But I'm not worried about it, honestly. Coach Blake, how would you respond to something weird like this? Because we control the center like this. We have bishops can come out. You take the knight without thinking about it. I don't want to take the knight. If I take the knight, then I opened up the board, right, Coach Blake? Open up the board for bishops to come out. His knight is a bad knight. Huh? Okay. I'm going with emblem. I'm going to say knight c3. That's traditional. That gets a piece developed here. And, you know, he's showing me knight to f6. If knight to f6, he's attacking my center pawn right here. Alright? And this is already looking kind of goofy for black. Alright, Coach Blake. I need your brain here. How would you handle this? Would you develop another piece? I would say either a knight or maybe a bishop. Or would you push the pawn to e5 and make the knight jump? Okay. Well, let's go with a nice developing move. Knights before bishops. Okay. Get our central pawns out there, and we got our knights out there. Now he plays d5. After d5 here, he's challenging this pawn right here. What am I going to do with it? He's got one attacker, two attackers here. All right, Coach Blake, do you take it or do you push it?
If you push, you're going to put knight to e4.
Okay.
Happens, and then you have to move the knight on f.
Baby, you let me in, then you push me.
Okay. Coach Vasquez, you made it tonight. Very nice, man. Thank you. Let's push it. He says push it. All right, make a move. What? What? What is this? What is this? This guy is not paying attention. He's developing pieces like this. Good job, Coach Vasquez. Thank you for the suggestion here. We have a nice, easy attack here. Look, guys, gotta get that knight. All right, I'm doing this without thinking now because he's just offering me a gift. Gotta take it. Mine, mine, mine. Gimme, gimme, gimme. We are winning by 3 points. My friends in the chat, tell me what it is that we do when we are winning. What do we do when we're winning? Come on, I need the strategy. We've been playing a few little practice games, but now here comes the real thing. Because chess players blunder very often, and they blunder very early. Thank you, Coach Vasquez. Yes, we trade our pieces. All right.
So trading is the name of the game, Coach Blake. Coach Vasquez. Huh? We could do bishop d3. We could also take this knight over here now. That's okay. Because, you know what, Coach Blake? We got that extra piece, and we can also be able to castle as soon as I move that bishop out of the way. Do you see my logic right now, Coach? Yeah. I want to get the castle in because I don't want this pesky queen to bother me. So I'm going to trade very quickly here. We got to, for the sake of moving our game along. All right, trade, and now I can castle. All right, before I castle, I want to check out and see if there's any other moves that we need to do because castling is the first thing that comes to my mind. Coach Blake, give me another move. People in the chat, you guys give me a move. Chess Shadow King says go ahead and castle after you trade. Queen e2. Thank you, Emblem. Queen e2 is a check here. He might block with the queen and we could trade. Or oh, I like queen e2 check because if he does block with the bishop, and he does block with the bishop, we can take there on a6. That gains us another pawn. Cool move. Let's move it along. Alright. After we trade it, what? Okay, he's got that pawn on c2. Whoopsies. Are you freaking out, Coach? Are you freaking out? Yes. Emblem says right here on c6, we can check him. And we are threatening also to win a rook. Let's see here. So, Coach Blake, if I did this queen move to c6 on you, and you're in check, do you block with the queen to d7, or do you move your king to f8 to get out of the check? Yeah. Because if the queen goes down to d7, what move would you plan to do next? Yeah, I can go after more. So let's do that automatically. Do we? And again, chess players do this to me too. They want me to trade. Should I trade queens, guys? Cool Buddy says king f8 would definitely get him out of the way, but he didn't go with that idea. Okay. So Coach Blake, yes, let's take the rook. Coach Vasquez, check that miserable king. And then he blocks with the bishop. Alright. I see what he's doing. Yeah, he still wants the castle really bad. That's right, Coach Blake. Let's take that pawn. We have a backup, buddy, with the knight on c3. And we're trying to force our opponent to trade pieces with us, okay? And he does accept the trade because our queen is super bothersome. So without thinking, we are recapturing pretty quickly because we need that guy. Oh, look, he castled. That's cute. Alright, he thinks he's safe in his little king castle position here. Alright. Coach Blake, what should be the next idea here? We could castle too. Alright, let's castle. Let's get out of the way. Alright, his rook has now owned the E highway. Okay. Alright. Okay. We can get a new piece out. We can get this bishop, hasn't been developed yet. We can get him going. Emblem says rook to e1 looks solid because we can also force a trade. Or we can take the highway.
You can do that too, but rook of 18.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The emblem. If I go with rook to e1 and his rook trade with me, my knight could go and recapture with the rook here once he takes it. I'll put some pressure on the bishop, but the only thing that I don't like about the moves is that now the knight is where the rook is supposed to be. And then he's like, he's underdeveloped. So I want to get more pieces out there before I do that. Coach Vasquez, am I making some good sense here? Because you know that the knight is going to recapture on rook e1. Okay. Okay. I mean, maybe I'm just overthinking it. He takes. We take back. And the bishop is out of the way. Okay. Okay. Well, he's attacking here, the knight. Again, where are we going to go with this knight? Guys, do we go? Knight c3, very good. Attack the bishop here. If I have to move my pieces, I want to go and find. If I have to retreat, excuse me, I want it to be a retreating, attacking move. All right, Coach Blake. All right, let's do it. Move, bishop. Get off my square. Look at that pawn. These pawns cannot move at all. Hey Gary, how's it going? Thanks for joining us here. Let's see here. He is up a rook. Yep. And just trade everything. True. Very true. That's all that we're going to do. Our game plan is very simple. I also tell my students too is that we have a pawn push, so we have a plan. So I'm going to creep that pawn down the board and make a queen. But I'm going to need to use my knights, Coach Blake, and my rook and my bishop to make that happen. Alright, so I think that should be my idea. And again, I got to develop this bishop. I got to redevelop this knight to good squares. Okay? I see here, I want to push. I can push here, I'm getting closer to my goal. Yeah. That's what you do with pass pawn. You know there's no other pawn that's going to stop this pawn from coming down the board. Only these pieces. So I'm going to make my opponent like have to give up his bishops, or one of his bishops at least, so I can be able to make a queen. There we go. Alright, so look, he's trying to stop me from coming to that square. So that's why I want to develop my bishop somehow. I'm not worried about it. I will get that guy there. Let's see here. I like Coach Vasquez's idea. I want to get the rook that's on a1 behind the pawn. That's a lot of power to push that pawn down the board here. Cool Buddy is telling me knight to b5 would attack the pawn. It would attack the bishop here. And you know what? With that knight that's hanging out right there on b5, Coach Blake, what I could do is I could push that pawn and get him ready to go to d6. Two. Very good looking moves, guys. Alright, so people in the chat, keep talking to me, tell me what's going on. 13 people are strong, Coach Blake. Let's keep it rolling, dude. Knight to b5 says Chess Shadow King. Let's rock and roll with it too. Coach Blake is telling me bishop to e3. And you know what? I like that developing and attacking move. I'm going to go with this one, guys. I'm going to go with this one because it's going to give me a 2-for-1 kind of plan. I can attack the pawn, and then I can get my rook from A1 to D1 very fast. Let's do roll with it. Look at that. He's moving that pawn out of the way, but that wasn't what I was aiming for. I could also, Coach, get my bishop here to C5 and then help the pawn push. Okay? That's another smart idea that we have. But you guys give me a suggestion. Should I do this one, or should I get the rook behind the pawn and start getting ready to push? Or should I get this knight maybe to go back to his developing square? One of them is a really bad one. Doesn't fit with what we're talking about. Cool Buddy says the rook. Bishop C5. We gotta help that pawn. Rook first, says Coach. Rook first, let's go with it. Let's go with it. We're winning. But the problem about that move with the rook first is that now we can't push the pawn forward because that bishop is in the way. Coach Blake, when somebody does this to you and you want to push that pawn forward, you've got to get rid of this guy. So how can we get rid of this bishop? Okay, let's give him a moment to respond. Okay, let's read the chat. Okay. Knight to B5 is a nice move because now I can kick that bishop off of that square that I need to. Alright, let's roll with knight to B5. Thank you, Chess Shadow King. Alright. Alright, ooh. When we did that, Coach Blake, he's got a move. He's attacking our rook here. What do we got to do here? Huh? What's up? Pawn F3. And look, we're causing trouble on one piece right here with the bishop here. We could go rook to D4, but that could cause a problem too. We can go here. F3. Emblem says, go F3. Make him get lost. Oh, okay. Alright, Coach Blake. A good question for you, Coach Blake. Should we capture with the pawn? Because he's the lesser piece. Or should we use our knights to recapture this bishop? Do the knight. Get that knight closer to the center. Right. No worries. No worries. Look at this. Alright. Game plan was what, guys? We can't lose focus. Push that pawn. Okay. Oh, the king is coming in to try to stop the pawn. Don't worry, guys. We got to make sure that we're using all of our pieces, right? Okay, keep it pushing, man. Push it, Coach Blake. Push it to the max. Coach B says that. Okay. A what? That's not a mate in two, Coach Blake. We're close to a mate in two. We just gotta get rid of that pesky. Huh? Alright, let's let you calculate this out. I don't believe it's a mate in two. It looks really tasty. I do want to push the pawn forward. If I push the pawn forward, the bishop will take. Then what, Coach Blake? We should push the pawn. I mean, this is what we were aiming for. Alright, we're going to get our queen. What? What? That's all right, man. Don't worry. We got our goal. I think that's what we're asking for here. We checked him. We take him. Use our rook to check him. Okay, and then the king is attacking the rook. All right. Box him in. Let's see here. We got a good square for our rook. Let's see. Where? It's okay. We're getting closer, Coach Blake. We gotta be trying to set up for a checkmate here. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll look at that. We'll try to go back here. Rook to d6. Okay. I want to go with rook to d6. That kind of stops the king, but I'm going to need to get my other pieces into the game too. Let's go with rook to d6, Coach Blake. Okay. Our knight's protecting it here. We're making the box already kind of small on his king. Okay. Now the knight that was in there in the back, we got to make sure that we're using this guy. We're got to make sure we're using the bishop too. All right, to try to push him back some more. Where are we going, guys? Where are we going? What's that? So where, Coach Blake? Yeah, maybe we might need to use our other knight here. Cool Buddy says bishop to g5. If I go bishop g5 check like this, Cool Buddy, he's going to go f6 and block my bishop, and then my bishop has to run again. And so I like this bishop to c5, Coach Blake, because it points at the king. Okay, and like you said, I could free up the knight, or I could free up the rook with the discovery check. All right. He's moving the pawn. It's all he's got left is just doing pawn moves. Ooh. Get more guys in there, Coach. We have some discovery checks that we could do. We don't want to eat pawn. We want to look at that checkmate. Got to get more pieces in there, Coach Blake. Got to get pieces in there. Come on, people in the chat. I need your help. Hey friends, I'm glad you guys are making it for this evening. 14, 13 members tonight, Coach Blake. Let's roll. Come on, Coach. Got more pieces in there for me. Yeah. It does. Sacrifice the knight. I want to get more pieces in there. Let's see here. We got a discovery we can do too. Do your bishop here. Hi, Colorado Lita. Let's see here. Cool Buddy says knight to e5, gets a new piece in there. Gotta get him in there. Alright, pawn push. Alright, Coach Blake. We're getting really close. We gotta get more pieces in there. See, this is... What's that? We got some tricks. Okay. Alright, let me hear yours. You like knight c6? Yeah. Knight c7 I think is a nice idea too. Let's do this check here because I think it's really easy to spot now. Okay guys in the chat, where do we go next? Yeah. Let's end them with rook to d8. Cool, buddy. You've been doing your checkmate puzzles. Good job, man. Keep it up. Keep it up. Like this, Coach Blake. We won. This is it. We got him. We got him. We got him. All right. Another guy. Okay. Huh. Hey, Mama Bear, how's it going? All right. Okay. We'll take a look at that in a minute, Coach Blake. Let's see here. Let's go to exit. All right. And now, Coach, we are on chapter 4. Bye, cool buddy. We'll see you guys around. All right, let's see here. Coach Blake, look at this. We're in a new chapter. Lava fields. Ooh. That looks chaotic, man. I like the fire. That looks cool, man. Alright, I'll tell you what we're going to do, Coach Blake. We're going to hit the save button here. And then on next Tuesday, when we stream, we will go to our new episode. Let's hit save. Go to the streaming series, and we're going to save it there. Okay. And then you're going to save it or resave it again to from chapter 4, right? Okay. 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 All right, 655. I know it's getting late. Hey, you guys, we'll see you guys next time. But before you guys leave, I want to show you guys something quick. All right, Coach Blake, we are done with Majestic Chess for the night. Let's hit the exit button. And we're going to go to our next bit on our camps that are coming up. Friend camps, is that the one, Coach? Let's see, you click yes. Coach Blake. Okay, cool. Let's do it. Our friend camps that are coming up. Alright, we'll come back. We'll come back. Alright, let's see here. Our friends that are still sticking around for the evening, I want to tell you guys that we have a new camp that's coming up. It is the Kingwood Chess Camp. Our Kingwood Chess Camp is going to be next week. We are going to be playing at an arcade. It is the Swords and Superhero Arena in Kingwood. Use your QR code, scan it in, get more details. There's still a few more seats that are left over, and we will give you more information. Also, in the month of July, we are doing a chess and video game summer camps. We have chess in the morning and Minecraft in the afternoon. we're going to be in Magnolia at Extraordinary Education on the northwest side of Houston. Tell your parents about it and show them the video so you can get signed up for it. We will get you guys the link next time. Alright, Coach Blake, before we go on to the next part, let's tell them about our 4-player chess on Friday. Go ahead, Coach Blake. Okay. Join us again for 4-player chess Friday night at 7:30. I will see you guys next time. Wait, Coach Blake wants to look at our position here. Coach Blake, I am going to give you control over the command center on TeamViewer, so go ahead. I hope they can hear you. Oh no. Did we get that fixed? Oh yeah. Oh, okay. You can only hear a little mumble from Coach Blake. We're going to do, again, 4-player chess on Friday. All different kinds of variations. We'll play some chess friends after 4-player chess is over with. Come join us on chess.com, everybody. Find me, friend me on chess.com with the Lost Pawn 83, or you can friend Pyro Creature. Let us know in a message that you are interested in playing on Friday night. It's going to be crazy. Alright, let's see here. Coach Blake, you wanted to take a look at a position? You want to get another position here? Okay. They're going to let you take over, Coach. Let's take a look at something you spotted out. Hi, Colorado Lita. How was your homecoming with baby Hannah? That's maybe a little. You are very loud on my end.
Okay. So
Colorado Lita, how many pounds is baby Hannah now? We hope that we can come see baby Hannah on Wednesday night for a little bit. Yeah. If you're doing the thing. Alright, Coach Blake, we may just need to move it along. Okay. Let's see here. I think we got everything that we are doing for the evening. Thank you guys for coming in. We're going to close out for the evening. Thank you again for hanging out with us. It's been a nice evening. Thanking for all my young friends that have came out tonight to watch the stream. Get some rest. We have a big chess day tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you, Coach Vasquez, for jumping in for the night. It was awesome to have your help. I will see you guys tomorrow in the morning for the camp. And have a nice evening. Say goodbye, Coach Blake.